Hello, welcome friends and family. Today I decided that I want new covers for these two pillows. So I'm gonna upcycle scrap fabrics that I have and let's get started to the sewing table. The main idea was to reuse fabric scraps that I already have at home. So for the first pillow I decided to reuse this corduroy leftovers that I have from our sofa cover, and for the other one I decided to crochet with this ball of upcycled chunky yarn. Thanks to the texture of the corduroy, I get an idea to work with it as with striped fabric. So I looked for inspiration on Pinterest and I found design that I really liked, and also I thought that it would look cool with stripes, so that's what we are gonna be doing. I prepped my fabric by ironing, and when you have fabric like corduroy or velvet, when it has natural hair, you want to iron it from the wrong side up because you don't want to break or mess up the hair, so that's important to keep in mind. And now I'm gonna be moving on to making a paper pattern for it so that I can play with the stripes of the fabric and also the shapes that I want to cut for the pillowcase. All my patchwork pieces are cut and ready to be sewn, but I want to first overlock them with my serger so that the bits and pieces don't fly away and don't mess up my machines. But unfortunately I didn't have enough fabric for both sides of the pillows. I chose this one based on the colors, and it would still match nicely the original fabric, and that way it will be double-sided so I can change it up a little bit if I want to. This is how all the patchwork pieces looks now after overlock it, and the next step is for me to pin them together, sew each seam, then press it, and I will be connecting them always like in pairs. And this one I had to split in the middle because I didn't have enough fabric to cut the triangle as a one. That's a downside of working with scraps and leftover. You sometimes have to cut something different way that you imagine, but it still works out, so I'm excited it starts to look like the design and I'm happy about it. I finished my last seam of the patchwork portion, or the patchwork side, and now I'm gonna steam it with my iron, and I'm gonna move to the other side of the pillow, this one. I have to overlock it and then I'm gonna be connecting them. I connected both of the sides, but just the corners, like few inches here on the sides and then like an inch in this part, and pressed it inside. And now in the hole that I made I'm gonna be inserting my zipper, sewing it in and shortening it because it's too long. And then after I sew in the zipper I will close the pillowcase and it will be done. Pillowcase number one is done. Yay! I'm so happy about it. I have to be honest, I kind of rushed it, the zipper especially, so I won't be showing you much of a detail. It's not my best work, but I'm unfortunately, I am mentally already in Ball Bar. It's my favorite place to hang out and go roller skate in mini ramp with my friends, so I would love to go since it's open today. Maybe you would like to come as well, right? I can take you. Ta-da! I'm done. It's a new day. I finished the patchwork pillowcase yesterday and today I will be moving on to the crochet one. This is the ball of yarn, the color palette, and the tutorial for the granny square that I will be following will be linked in the video description, so you can check that out as well. I started by chaining 4 and making it a loop. Then you have to chain 4 from the loop and you do 3 double crochet, and for the corner you make 1 triple crochet and then you continue 3 doubles, 1 triple. That's the one round. And for the second row that I already started, you chain 4 and then you go doubles until you hit the next corner, and there you make a triple crochet, and again, and it increases as you go around. And we'll see, the pillow is 40 centimeters, so I have to get like probably, I don't know, I would say maybe 6-7 rows. We'll see how that goes and I will be continuing. And the last one is the stubborn one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and I am officially done with the first granny square. Yay! I almost lost it. So that's the front side of the pillow, and it took me 7 rounds to go around to finish it. And now I will be making the back side, which will be very similar to that, but I'm afraid I will have to do like a lining for it because the holes are a little bit too big, and the pillow, when it's like naked, it's white and I don't think it would look nice, the white pillow and the cream in the crochet, so I will have to figure it out and then I will show you what I came up with. I have my lining ready. I used a piece of old fabric that I dyed with coffee grounds. I bring the coffee grounds to a boil, then turn the heat off in some water, that's important, coffee grounds into water, and then I turn it off, put in the fabric and let it cool down overnight, and it colored the fabric into this nice cream color. So the next thing I'm gonna be doing, I will be inserting the zipper in one of the sides, then closing the rest of the lining, and then similar thing I will be doing with my granny squares, which I have 2 now. I will be closing 3 sides of them. I think by hand that's the easiest way, or it makes the biggest sense for me. And then I will be inserting the lining inside the open side of the granny square and sewing it in by hand, and the second pillowcase will be done. I decided that I won't be sewing it with needle and thread, connecting the granny squares, because it was weirdly pulling on the loops of the chunky yarn, and now I'm gonna do it with another t-shirt yarn, and since the holes are kind of big, I can do it just like sticking it with my finger. No need for a hook or needle. And also the yellow makes like, I will show you later, but it makes like a nice, it will make nice stripes on the edge. We'll see. Last thing to do with this pillowcase is to connect the lining with edge of the crochet granny squares, and it will be done. I don't know if you can tell, but the pillowcase is heavier than the pillow itself. It's like really heavy. What do we think? I really like them, how both of the pillowcases turned out. And the patchwork one, I like how it's very subtle. You can see the stripes in different directions, and also it's a fun detail that it's reversible and I can use it both sides. I put in a zipper. It's not very nicely made, but I rush it. I have to be honest. When I do zippers, I usually, on pillowcases, on clothes, I take my time and do everything nice. But on pillowcases, I somehow don't give it the energy and time to baste it and make it really nice and smooth. So it's a little bit wonky, but I don't mind. For these purposes, I don't mind. One thing that I wanted to mention for my friends, beginner sewists, you don't have to make a zipper. You can make like a fabric overlay or buttons, it would be much easier for you as a beginner. The crochet, I think it's my favorite. It's a little bit heavier. I was surprised how much fabric scraps turned into yarn I used, but it's a good thing because I was able to upcycle a lot of stuff. The zipper is kind of the same, rushed, but I don't mind. It's my baby. It's my favorite. Yeah, I like them both. And I wanted to show you something. Give me a second. I'll be right back. My orchid is blooming and I'm really excited about it. I don't know if you are plant lovers as I am, and I have only one, but this one, she is so extra. I don't know if you can see if it focuses on my face or on her, but it's so pretty. Yeah, I wanted to share that with you. And it will be forever on the internet, how beautiful she was in the spring of 2024. So that's it for the video. I wanted to thank you for watching, and also I would love to know which one is your favorite, so let me know down in the comment section. I will read every single comment, all 4 of them. I'm really excited about that. And if you like the video, please subscribe. I will make more for you and we will have fun, and see you next time. Bye!